Within hours of taking office, Alberta's new premier made good on his threat to launch turn-off-the-taps legislation into law.
As we promised we would during the election, we proclaimed into law the Preserving Canada's Economic Prosperity Act, also known as Bill 12.
And within hours of hearing that, BC marched straight to the courts to block it.
We've filed the constitutional challenge in Calgary, and we've asked the court for an injunction to stop Alberta from using the newly proclaimed law until the underlying action is done.
But Jason Kenney has no intention of actually turning off the taps, according to John Horgan.
He said that he had no plans to use the bill, but felt as it was a key election commitment that he would proceed with it.
The premier referring to their phone call that set a decidedly different tone between the two provinces.
The conversation was quite cordial. We had some good laughs. He's got a sense of humor. That puts us in a good spot right off the bat.
Kenney, though, was quick to use gas prices in his appeal to British Columbians.
People in the Vancouver region are rightfully ticked off. They're paying $1.70 a litre to fill up their cars.
He's suggesting the Trans Mountain expansion is the answer because more pipeline capacity would mean more refined product to BC. But that doesn't square up with the current plans for the project. We asked Trans Mountain what type of product would flow through the expansion and where exactly it would go. Here's what the company told us. 13 shippers have made long-term commitments for roughly 80% of the capacity on the expanded pipeline. We expect the majority of the expansion capacity will be for export from the Westridge Marine Terminal in Burnaby. So Horgan is now shifting his target from Alberta to Ottawa, suggesting the federal government is responsible.
I will say directly to the Prime Minister, but I've said to his people today, that you own the pipeline. Get some gasoline into that pipeline so that we can relieve pressure in the Lower Mainland.
In the meantime, Horgan is still waiting on the courts to rule on BC's jurisdictional challenge. And when asked what other tools are left in the toolbox for him to use,
when you're playing poker, you should keep your cards in your hand, so you need to play them.
Tanya Fletcher, CBC News, Victoria.